First, I want to talk about Apple.
Yes, my baby.
Apple announces last week, they announced the largest stock buyback ever, $110 billion. And that's despite iPhone sales dropping 10%. Stock went up around 6% boost. It kind of settled after that, but it's it's kind of moving in the right direction. If you look at this 1 month chart, right? Back hovering around 180. 52-week high was 199. So does this signal that Apple is back on track?
Go ahead, Ian. Or did we just put a mask on this thing?
I think that it was a good move. This is the theme of this week. Good move, but not good enough. I like the buyback. What I would have loved to have seen, new phone or plan for a new phone. To buy back the shares, great for investors to signal that, hey, I still believe in my own company, believe in my stock. Great. The core issue, though, of the phone sales not being strong, it's not fixed. So you're putting like duct tape over an ocean leak. I like that the stock went up as a result. I'm still bullish on it long term, but until that core issue is fixed, I'm not hyper bullish on it how I want to be. Same like with the Drake thing. I want to be like, yo, Drake did it. Family Matters was good. That was the buyback. It was cool. It was not great. I think the biggest lesson that we're learning from this and Starbucks, we'll talk about Disney later, you have to have products and services that are so amazing that your customer base cannot afford to not have them. Same with InvestFest. They haven't told me who the headline is going to be. I can probably guess. But where else are you going to see these people in our community talk about how they're actually building their businesses? They've had billionaires every year. I'm assuming somebody off the billionaire list is going to be there this year. Right? So I think Apple got comfortable. I know they're doing things with AI. I know Siri will be updated. This is the 10-year anniversary of that being acquired. Great acquisition. But until they fix this and make this better, I think it's a Band-Aid over a cut that really needs surgery. But what do you guys think?
I think it's interesting. I'm with you on your take. I think the move may have been a little bit predictable. I would imagine if they didn't do the buyback and if they didn't increase the dividend, what would the stock have done?
Oh, Nelly going down, baby.
Right. And so if I know if I already have the numbers, I know that the iPhone sales are down. I know services were okay. MacBook was okay. iPad was, If I know that's coming, how do I get ahead of it? How do I get ahead of it? I have to do something that's going to have my shareholders feel confident in the company going forward. We haven't really talked about AI yet. Everybody's waiting for June 7th. We're not ready to talk about or give you any. Well, he did say on the phone call that they're making leadways in that area of artificial intelligence. But the anticipation of a down quarter again, decline in sales in the iPhone, I think it was predictable. Yeah, they had to do something.
They had to do this.
They bought back shares, which obviously increases the value of the remaining shares. They're going to go up. So yeah, it did go back up over 180. I'm interested to see what comes in June, man. I'm always going to be, well, shouldn't say always. I'm definitely bullish on Apple. I'm just interested in what is going to happen. I think I feel like when we watched Nvidia report after they had that blowout quarter and it felt like, oh my gosh, can they do it again? Can they do it again? That buildup of let's see if they can do it. I feel like that type of atmosphere, that type of temperature around this June 7th announcement is brewing. What is it going to be? How innovative is it going to be? And where is it going to in the future for the company? So I'm watching it closely. I'm looking for tea leaves. I'm looking for something, even a hint. Sometimes they start releasing things early. You go to these these websites or these iPhone websites. Some like preview or details that got hacked and leaked. Haven't seen anything yet. But I'm anticipating this, and I'm sure they are as well.
Even a 5% jump for the stock, that's too aggressive of a move for a multi-trillion-dollar company. Even today, it's pulling back some as a result. It should pull back to maybe 172 as a result. I still love the stock long term. I'm just not super bullish about it. If it gets back to 164, it's definitely a buy again. But they have to make a strong announcement in June. Like, I haven't seen Markwell talk about anything like the tech influencers. You have to create, and I think they're going through the same moment that Zuckerberg went through in 2022, where like your back is against the wall. You have to reshift focus on what matters most. I think they're trying to scramble and figure things out now. I think they'll get it together by next year, but this summer is going to be interesting for them to say the least. Because even Apple fanboys are tired of the same phone. Like, you know, it's bad when your core audience is like, "No, I'm gonna stay with the 12.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay with the 13."
Yeah, and they were talking about the ad business. They were talking about the revenue from that. But when you think about it, we spoke about Google maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Most of that money's coming from Google.
Yep.
So you're talking about $1 billion transaction that they're going to have, or they're going to split between 4 quarters. They're all, that's good. That's going to be reliant in there. But if this antitrust thing doesn't go through, then what happens?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Bringing Super Mario Brothers back to the App Store won't do it.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to do it. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking right here at a Barron's article. It literally says buy Apple ahead of its AI news at developers conference. Everybody's waiting. Everybody's waiting, and the analysts are waiting too. So I guess we'll be waiting as well. And
the AI improvement has to be integrated into Siri. If they just do moderate AI into, and then shit, GPT-5's coming out soon. You have some serious competitors right now.
Claude is now an app. It's no longer just on the desktop. Now you have the app.
Yep.
So Anthropic is there. So
what product do you think they need to move the needle? They can't keep re-rocking the same product over and over again.
Yeah. Oh, let me think on that one.
And I'm low-key, I don't want to Easter egg nothing, but the idea that they have for the stocks, they should have invested in that too and not put that to the side. They messed up on a car project, put the stock app to the side. It's like, bro, you got to think these things through.